Game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Shadows Facts taking that first game on what's it called? Competitive Mega Random. The next game here for these players is going to be on Sacred Pond. I believe this is going to be the first game on Sacred Pond that we will be seeing. I'll be interested to see what these players do decide to do. I personally think there are this map is going to be, unfortunately, from the start, it's going to be a fairly poorly played on map because I think people see this map and they think Mediterranean. This map is not Mediterranean. This map is Sacred Pond. It's different. And we'll get into the map very, very shortly here and see exactly what's going to be going on here. As it loads in, we've got both players here deciding to spawn in as Kronos in the left side of the map in the blue color, playing as Kronos. His name is Shadowfax. His opponent today in the red color playing also as Kronos. His name is Tiger Boss, and the map is indeed Sacred Pond. Now, you will remember Sacred Pond. It is a map that is a little bit old. It was in the Keen Flame map pool. I believe the Keen, yeah, he made this map in a way. Effectively, this map is a tiny Mediterranean, a tiny water spawn in the middle of the map. But what is different about this map is, if you take a look at it quickly before we continue on, there is tons of hunt around this map. Plenty of hunt here for everyone to eat and enjoy around here. So for the players that believe you should be like kind of staying on the water and fighting the water really, really hard here, I just don't think it's actually the case. So I'm going to give you guys a strategy as an option, an alternative strategy here to play that would arguably take out Kronos players. Now, Loki was already picked for Shadowfax, but if you pick Loki here, what you do is you send your Ulfsark forward, you build one dock, you place the second dock down immediately, over here maybe, or over here on the side. Your opponent deconstructs, you're still one dock, you throw up your houses, you throw up your temple, you throw down your second dock. You get yourself 6 fishing ship, you get yourself a very, very clean 4:30 advance time, and you go for a Heimdall rush on land. If the Kronos player decides to build any, and I mean like literally any archer ships, you can just garrison in, garrison out, and you will be able to take down the Kronos player's town center very, very easily with a Heimdall rush on this map. It's very different to Mediterranean. This map is super different to Mediterranean. Not only that, yes, there is technically, if we take a look at all the fish here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's only 7 fish a player on this map. So when you compare it to Mediterranean, where there's 9 fish that is very, very easy to grab, and then there's also the extra 4 perch a player that can be grabbed as well. It's very low fish on the water, so it doesn't matter that much. But we'll see how the game is going to go here. On this one, we got the temple coming up here for Tiger Boss. I imagine both players here are going to be going for a very, very fast advance time. One strategy that I did think was a little bit interesting here, if you were to play the Kronos mirror, or even just play Kronos, is to actually go for a villager cut. Now, hear me out. You cut your villager from your town center, and you get yourself 2 hero oracles. You build yourself 2 hero oracles. And what ends up happening? They can't get their dock back up. So I don't know if it's good or not. I haven't tried it out, but I did notice it in a match that I was watching on I think I was watching it on Twitch or something. And I was like, why don't you do this? This seems like it'd be really, really good against Atlantean, especially on this map where it's kind of a decent distance from your hometown center here. And you can just send all your oracles in. You can then like the third oracle can start expanding outreach, and you can have a really, really good time with having no water fight, and you just immediately win the water straight away. As you do see, Tiger Boss now starting to move forward, both players advancing to the second age at roughly the same same time here. Shadowfax getting himself a couple more fishing ships out here. Tiger Boss just going with the 4. He's getting himself a 5th fishing ship out as well. But all of the oracles moving in onto this position here. Got to be a little bit careful not to move straight next to those opponents' oracles, because if he hits the classical age first, he will have an advantage here. Shadowfax going to be retreating back. We've got 3 docks set up here now for Shadowfax as well, just in case the deconstruction comes down. There's the Valor coming in. The Valor going to immediately come down onto this position as well. So Shadowfax gets the advantage here because he gets a hero citizen out of it all as well. Still hasn't thrown down his house just yet, so he needs to be getting that one down. Going to be in a little bit of a problem here as the Bareem's starting to come through. We do see Shadowfax going to be trying to target down his opponent's units over here with his own trireme. Perfect marker there from Shadowfax. Gets a free shot off onto the oracles, and then Tiger Boss immediately targets Tiger Boss's Bareem there. But he does need to get some units out. Currently housed at this point. Does he notice it? Yes, he does. There's 1 mana coming up over there. So it should be fine as the temple does pull back here. And now both players here in a bit of a wonky position. The house comes down. The units come out. Being housed with Atlantean isn't really the worst thing in the world, because especially on water, because you have that extra dock, so you can produce those ships back out really, really quickly. We got 5 ships to 4 though, as Shadowfax trying to defend on this location as best as he possibly can. 6 boats to 5, and obviously with the 3 docks being here, it's going to be really, really tough to actually push in there for Tiger Boss. It's going to be a little bit of a standoff here as the Promethean move through, and they do spot a citizen over here. Going to try and get that path blocking over here, and he does manage to do it. Beautiful micro thus far, trying to stay in front of this citizen. You have to micro it perfectly, and he is doing his best here, trying to keep that citizen away from the house over here. The citizen gets in front, and we see the deconstruction onto the house there, as the citizen will not be able to pull back. The Promethean do manage to snipe the citizen there. Beautiful play there by Shadowfax. He loses all of his Promethean offspring, but he gets a citizen kill as the Bareem pushing in onto this location over here. We've got 10 Bareem to 8 or 9 Bareem here. Shadowfax taking a little bit of an unfortunate fight. He probably shouldn't be, but his micro is very, very good. We'll see if he can pull this one off, as Tiger Boss is just going to be trying to focus fire as best as he can. A little bit of a misclick there from Tiger Boss, as Shadowfax trying to micro this as best as he can as well. 8 citizen to 7 citizen here. 55 population for Shadowfax to 51 population here, as the mana going to be coming through very soon. We do see the deconstruction coming down onto this location here. We do have the oracles already in over here, as the Oracle's going to be trying to fight back on that location over there, as it's still very, very equal on this water location here, as Tiger Boss trying to push through here. More of those Bareems getting taken down, as we do see the citizen going to come through, help out very, very muchly in this fight here. Easily going to be able to take out that Promethean there. We'll see if she's going to be able to stay alive. You're going to be making a retreat through that location there, as the Promethean going to be attempting to fight this one off, but it looks like the Oracle is going to be able to deal with that completely fine on that location over there, as the Bareem's still pushing through here. We've got ourselves 6 Bareems here. Shadowfax going to be a little bit more careful with his units here. Going to be retreating back as well here, as the Oracle does get chased down. We've got 3 Oracles remaining over on this location here, as it looks like Tiger Boss has actually caught up a little bit on the villager production here, as Shadowfax not quite able to support his villager production. Neither does Tiger Boss. Is Tiger Boss able to support his production either here, as the Bareem moving back and forth on this one? We will see how it's all going to go here. 8 Bareem to 9 Bareem, still very, very close here, even after all of the kind of craziness that Shadowfax went for here. He's not actually got an advantage per se. He does have those 3 oracles, which he can use to just move into his opponent's base, start hitting some raids. Wouldn't mind seeing like one more Promethean coming out, and we actually see, I kind of like this, we see some oracles getting produced here by Shadowfax, with the idea of using Valor on these oracles to get 6 oracles. Now here's the thing, oracles cost 25 resources, less than a Mamilla, and they are a slight bit worse than a Mamilla hero if you have focus. They're a very slight bit worse. So the question is it worth it to build oracles over building Mamilla heroes? I think the answer is probably yes in some situations, and I think this is one of them, as that 3rd Oracle going to be coming through. The Valor going to get thrown down on this location. It's going to be 6 Oracles to go and start raiding Tiger Boss at this point. And we'll see how this is all going to go as now Tiger Boss trying to push through. Well, he's got still very close on the Bareems. Both players sitting with very low Bareem count here. Tiger Boss, he's still sitting at just 55. He's still sitting at just 55 population here. He hasn't built a house at all. He's just saying, every time I hit 55 pop, I'm going to go for an attack. Which is an interesting idea, because he's going to lose ships and then immediately rebuild them. But as it goes on, Shadowfax is going to be able to get further and further in front on the population and be able to win this location here. And Shadowfax has got a beautiful concave here as Tiger Boss pushing back and forth. As now the Oracles coming in onto this location over here. Tiger Boss doesn't have a military building down at all here. He will be able to build his own Oracles and get some of those out. As we see the Oracles coming through onto this position, they could potentially start taking down a dock. There could be a deconstruction. Is there? No, he used the deconstruction on the manor over there. As the dock getting taken down, we do see the Bareem starting to get some damage done onto that. And Tiger Boss, in 9 minutes here, does end up tapping out. Shadowfax with the plays here in this game. It is a mirror matchup, but here's the thing. In a mirror matchup, there is no point in being aggressive unless you know for certain that you've got an advantage in that aggression. So the best way to play in a mirror matchup is to play defensive and raid. Defensive and raid. That's going to be the best way to play. If you try and be aggressive, then your opponent technically should be at exactly the same level. So all that's going to happen is they're going to have a defender's advantage and you're going to fall behind. And that's what we saw happen here with Tiger Boss. He time shifted in. He tried to put pressure on here. He didn't get anything done. Shadowfax gets the Hero Citizen, which, like, if you look at this Hero Citizen, it probably would have gone down had it not been a Hero Citizen. Then the Promethean offspring swing around here and go after the citizen over here, manage to kill that. If that was a Hero Citizen, it wouldn't have fallen. Little things. If you guys enjoyed this one, congratulations to Shadowfax. Up 2 games. It's game number 3 coming very, very shortly. If you guys enjoyed this one, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.